Hello there, Andrew Ronno from webuildyourblog.com, and this is the second video in the new video blogging guide series I'm doing based upon my guest blog post over at famousbloggers.net. My guest post was called 43 Blogger Tips, what you should do after installing WordPress, and in the first video we did the first 4 tips, and in this video we're going to go on and just do a little bit of tidying up. We're going to delete some of the standard things which come with WordPress as soon as you install WordPress. Plus we're going to change the name which gets displayed as the person who published the blog posts and that sort of thing. And we're also going to do a security one where we actually change the admin name to something else, which is this one here, number 29. No, sorry, number 30. What we're going to do here is change the username, because 90% of the people who install WordPress leave their dashboard username as admin, and most hackers know that, and we want to make it a little bit harder for the hackers to get into our blog, so we're going to change it from admin to something else. Now we can't make it 100% hacker free, but by changing the username and doing a few of the other things which will come up in later videos, it's worth it's minimizing that risk. So I've just installed WordPress on this particular blog, and as you can see I'm in my dashboard and I've logged in as the admin user ID, and you can see in here that it comes with a blog post, it comes with a page, it comes with a comment and that sort of thing, and we're going to delete all of those. But the first thing we want to do is actually add a new user ID, and we're going to add a new user, a new admin user, and you can create anyone you want. So I'm going to pick a name here, and let's just call it anything I want. Good boy Andrew. You can call it anything you want, just your first name, your last name. I'm going to put in my email address, and I'm going to put in a password. Now the last thing is change it to an administrator. So I'm going to add this new user. So I've got Good Boy Andrew, and I've picked my first name and my last name. Now what you put your first name as your last name is quite important, because that's what we're going to choose as our written by. So when you add a blog post, it's a written by, and it'll be that first and last name, or a combination of that first and last name. It's your choice. I'll show you in a moment. So let me first add the user. Now once I've added it, I can then quickly edit it. So I'm going to edit the username, and then here it says display name publicly as, and it's going to say, if I use this to publish a blog post, it will say written by Good Boy Andrew. Well, I don't want that. I actually want it to be Andrew Rondo, which is a combination of my first and last name. So if you want it to be by your blog name, just put your first name and last name, your name of your blog in that first name and last name, and you can then say display name publicly as, and in the drop down menu will be a choice of the name you choose, the name you put in there. So I've done that. Come down, scroll down, and update user. Now what I'm now going to do is I want to delete the original administration user, which was given to me when I first installed WordPress, which I'm logged into. I'm logged in as the admin user now. So the first thing I need to do is log out. Then I'm going to re-log back in using that new Good Boy Andrew, that new admin username I just created. Hopefully I remember the password. So I'm now logging in as Good Boy Andrew, which is my new administration user ID. And what I can then do is go and delete the admin user ID. So if I go over here and click authors and users under the users menu tab, I can now delete the admin user ID. Now when I delete the admin user ID, if it's a brand new blog like this is, and I've just installed WordPress, it says to me, do you want to delete all the posts and links associated with the username admin? And in this case I do. If you've been putting putting blog posts live, and you're putting pages live using the admin user ID, then you don't want to delete them. You want to attribute them all to your new user ID. So you want to check this one. Now, as this is a brand new WordPress installation, I want to delete them. But as I say, just want to reiterate that if you have been putting blog posts live, putting new blog pages up and that sort of thing using the admin user ID, and you're now going to go and delete it, you want to make sure that you attribute all existing posts and links to your new user ID. Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm now going to confirm the deletion of that admin user ID. So that means that now if I try and log in using admin as a user ID or the username for the WordPress plugin, it won't work, which is great, which is what I want. The other thing, by deleting all posts and that sort of thing associated with the admin user ID, if I can now go to the dashboard, you'll see that I've got no comments, I've got no posts, no pages, and, you know, all those sorts of things have now gone, which is great. I don't have to worry about any of those. I've now got WordPress installed. I've got no pages, I've got no posts, no comments. It's nice and clean. I've changed my user ID to one which hackers aren't really going to think about. And there's only one more thing I want to do now. Under plugins, if you click on installed, when you first install WordPress, they install a plugin called Hello Dolly. I don't know why. It's a waste of time. So the first thing I do is delete it because it's taking up a little bit of space, and I don't see the point of it. So I delete it and delete those files. So I've now got a nice, clean, ready to go WordPress installation, new user ID, helps it become a little bit more hacker free. And that's it. That's the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next video, video number 3, and we'll carry on with those 43 blogger tips. Speak to you all very, very soon. All the best. Bye.